Don Clifton is quoted as saying, "What would happen when we focus on or think about what is right with people versus fixating on what is wrong with them?" He, as a researcher, spent decades looking at strengths and how, when focused on those strengths, could actually provide for amazing, effective, and efficient organizational change. In this series, I have looked at laying the foundation for that, this focus on strengths. Then in the second video, I looked at how can we manage our weaknesses. Today, I just wanted to give you a few tips based on the book, Now Discover Your Strengths, that could help you in actually cultivating your strengths. The first I would say is it's worth you going out and finding the book on Amazon. When you purchase the book, I mean, there's now since revised editions, but once you purchase the book, in the back of the book is a code to be able to take the Strengths Finder assessment, and you will have your top 5, your top 10 strengths, and you will find it fascinating what you learn from those. But here are some tips for growing in your strengths. And I probably should say, to be clear, that strengths, as Clifton and Gallup in their work look at it, are things that someone is innately good at. The recent coach that we had, Libby Spears, at the leadership retreat I attended, talked about it's like when you say, I'm right-handed, I'm a right-handed person. You might be a left-handed person. Innately, I'm right-handed. And I learned to develop skill and ability in using my right hand, but it is innately where I go when it comes to writing and doing certain things. So the same is true of your strengths. So, some key things that we can do to actually grow our strengths. Number one, we can grow in knowledge. Now, there are two types of knowledge. There's factual knowledge, facts, features, functions, benefits. It's what you know about a product, a service, a task. That could be playing a sport, that could be presenting, that could be selling something. For my husband, it's what he does with the camera, but there is factual knowledge. The second area of knowledge is experiential knowledge. This is actually comes from the doing. And there's practical, the doing, what you do, how you do it. There's that type of knowledge. There's also conceptual knowledge. And that's where we're going to begin to blend in our values and our own self awareness to what we bring to that. And oftentimes, as we're building in our values, or as we better understand what we value and we have a better self awareness, we might shift or redirect our talents as a result. So we want to be growing in knowledge. Then the next aspect of developing your strength is to develop skill. And I love how in the book it talks about that skills enable you to avoid trial and error and to incorporate directly into your performance the best discoveries from the best people. You see, skills actually bring structure to experiential knowledge. And the idea is that if you can bring structure to experiential knowledge, then you can actually perform. Now, here's the key: you might not perform perfectly, but you can improve your performance. So skills just helps us to minimize the amount of trial and error that we need, or that we would have to go through to incorporate directly into our performance. But here's the thing: skills will not ensure that you perform perfectly. It is designed to basically take the secrets of those who do this incredibly well and make it more easily transferable. So today, I want to encourage you get out there, take the Strengths Finder assessment, begin to study your strengths, and then look at how you can grow in knowledge, both factual and experiential. And then how can you develop skill? How can you put structure around that knowledge so that you can then perform consistently? I'm Elizabeth Mahusai, executive business coach, trainer, keynote speaker, and best-selling author of Pick Your Path. I hope you have a great day. Oh, and when you go out and you actually take the Strengths Finder assessment, I would love for you to message me and tell me what your top 5 strengths are.